Minasan, konnichiwa, Zamurai Engineer desu. Now we are on the module 0.06, the sixth part of our main introduction to the course. So let us continue. Another important concept in business is ethics. Okay? Ethical practices in business build trust and promote productive relationships. If the potential buyers do not trust you, do you think they will buy? Yes, but not all the time. They will buy, for example, 10% of the time, 20% of the time, because they do not have other alternative. But if they have other alternative, they will go for it because your company cannot be trusted. Okay? So if your company cannot be trusted, you are what? You are a bad business, no? A bad partner, or you are promoting a bad relationship. No? They are necessary for functioning of a market economy. So good, positive environment is being created by a good ethical practice. So that's why the businessmen are actually into what? To several activities outside of their business, to what? To help, donate, to have an advocacy, okay? So that they what? They carry positive energy, okay? Positive energy and gather people with positive vibration, positive relationship. No? So it's very important. Code of conduct for management accountants. So the management accountants has a professional organization. In our country, there is none. I think there is no professional organization for management accountants because we have only a standard for certified public accountants. We do not have certified management accountants in our country. We have certified public accountants. So that is a type of accountant that is authorized to what? To sign financial reports, financial accounting, okay? Reports. Okay? So in other countries, particularly in the West or in the America and US, there is a professional organization called IMA, okay? Institute or Institution of Management Accountants. So they have this statement of ethical professional practice. There are two parts. Part one, competence and confidentiality. Okay. First and foremost, they must be competent in their field. Okay. They have to be knowledgeable in that field. Minimum requirement. Okay. Confidentiality. They don't. They are not. They are not. They do not have the free will to divulge their clients. That is what we mean by confidentiality. There is what client professional relationship. Okay? And that establishment bars any divulging of sensitive, particularly sensitive information to others other than particular client. So confidentiality is always sought after when they are dealing with accountants. Also management accountant, because management accountant is internal to the company, no? Meaning the data and information are for the use of the internal people to the company, internal decision makers. Okay? So integrity, okay? Integrity is almost honesty, even if there's no one looking for you. That is integrity. Credibility is the sense of reliability of the company doing certain activity in a manner they have their tradition and their that aspect of business. No? Companies have philosophy and tradition in doing their own business. So they are credible if they are always reliable in doing that, in fostering that philosophy and tradition. They are credible enough. You are not credible if you are expected to do this and you are doing other things. Okay, so you are not credible. Okay, particularly when your company is saying and guided by the certain philosophy and you are not following it, so you are not credible. Okay? Part 2, resolution of ethical conflicts. So there are always conflicts and they should be resolved in a professional way, professionally. No? So it is within the professional organization authority to discipline or to give their judgment to each and every conflict that may be brought into their attention. So number 1, competence. What do we mean? So it maintains professional competence by what? For example, renewal. No? Renewal of membership. If you are not competent after some time, you will not be renewed in your membership. Follow applicable laws, regulation, and standard. You should be able to do that in order to show your competence, to exhibit your competence, to exhibit your skill. You have to be knowledgeable on a specific regulation. Prepare accurate, clear, concise, and timely decision support information. So you have to be able to do clear, concise, and accurate reports for the decision-making support. That is relevant to the decision makers, and that is why they are hiring you as a management accountants. Okay? So in our country, there is no professional organization and there is no license. So each and every one can be a management accountant. We can be a management accountant if we have knowledge, competence, okay, about accounting and management accounting in particular. Okay, recognize and communicate professional limitations that preclude responsible judgment. Okay, so you know your status in that company. You have to recognize your rank and your authority. If you have authority, by all means, you have to show it. No? You have to be professional enough to and responsible enough to do it. Your authority, and if that authority in a certain area is not yours, but delegated to another one, so you have also be professional enough to just listen and let them have their job. Okay. Okay. Confidentiality is the number 2 important. Actually, this is not the rank, but confidentiality is the number 2 topic on the ethical standard. No? You do not have to disclose confidentiality information unless legally obligated to do so. So there is a limitation in confidentiality. If a court has a subpoena, legal subpoena for you to divulge something, then you have to do, you have to follow. Okay? Do not use confidential information or unethical or illegal advantage. Okay? I mean court. No? Court subpoena. No? So court order is needed. No? There's no court order. You don't need to disclose anything to the police or to the group of people for investigating something, or you yourself is being investigated. You do not need to disclose. But if there is a court order, subpoena, you have to ensure also that subordinates do not disclose confidential. So you are not disclosing it, but you are what? You are paying somebody else to do certain specific tasks, and then that task allows somebody to look at critical information that are supposed to be confidential. So that is also have to be considered. Next is integrity. Abstain from activities that might discredit the profession. Refrain from conduct that would prejudice carrying out duties ethically. Mitigate conflicts of interest and advise others of potential conflicts. Okay. Credibility. What about it? Communicate information fairly and objectively. Well, that's how we already explained it. Disclose delay or deficiencies in information, timeliness, processing, or internal control. You are reliable enough to submit reports at, before the deadline, then you are credible enough. So disclose all relevant information that could influence a user's understanding of reports or recommendation. Okay, so it adds basis to the decision making. Okay, and that ends our current module on the introduction to managerial accounting. Again, this is Dr. DrEYPEI, preaching engineering for nation building.